Hey Mike, welcome to the GAC RMHC Golf Classic. Just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing at regular speed. We'll let that play on through. We'll put you back in your address position and we'll go ahead and take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your address position, let's first of all just take a look at your setup. So your spine's relatively nice and straight and it's on a tilt. Your legs come down into a nicely unlocked position. You hang your arms into close to you, and then your golf club works out to the ball. So your posture, your balance, absolutely superb. But what we got to do is we got to let your arms hang out just ever so slightly a little bit more away from you. Get those hands a little further away from your thighs. Let the club work out to the ball from that vantage point. That's going to position the ball a little further away from you. Unfortunately, what you're doing at address is it's almost like, if you've ever played baseball, imagine if you were to stand right against home plate. If a pitcher fires you a strike down the middle, there is no way you're going to be able to expand through the hitting zone and get the ball on the barrel. So you're positioning yourself where you're basically going to be jammed and you're going to hit everything off the hands. So if you got no freedom to pass through impact, that's where you're putting yourself right now. You're putting yourself so close to the ball that you're just not going to give yourself any freedom to pass through impact. Okay? So let's adjust that distance. Just all you got to do is just back away from the ball though. That's all, or just reach out with your hands a little, and then obviously at that point in time you're going to have to either move the ball out or you're going to have to back away to get the ball on the face of your golf club. Okay? From here, your alignment's good, everything else looks solid. Let's do a little split screen comparison between you and Jordan Spieth. So we've got some color-coded lines up on the screen. So first thing I want you to look at, where are his hands relative to his thighs? Right? So he's got more freedom to pass through impact. What we're going to see with you is you're going to definitely have this jamming looking feature, and you might even hit the ball off the heel of the club. So let's just understand the golf swing a little. Draw the golf club back. Turn the shoulders, bring the arms and hands back, club comes back along the red line on plane. Great. Bring the golf club back a few feet, want to start to establish some good wrist hinge into play right through here. Allowing the club to transition from being below and in front of our hands to now having the club above and behind our hands. Going to move the golf club from red up towards the blue-yellow V zone. When we set the club at the top, left arm and club should get situated either on the yellow line, anywhere between the blue-yellow V zone, or physically up on blue. We want to have full shoulder rotation. We want to do this about a very stable right leg, all the while maintaining the posture and the spinal axis we achieved at address. So let's watch you draw the club back. Hands come back, beautiful. A little bit inside. Club comes underneath the plane of hair, no big deal. Turn in the shoulders, get some wrist hinge into play, everything recovers. Beautiful. Let's go right to the top, see where you set things. Awesome. Okay? Really can't be much better at the top of your backswing. Turn to shoulders, arms are in perfect geometry relative to your core, club's in perfect position to your arms, left arm club situated perfectly, yellow line, right side nice and stable. I mean, everything's great. Let's go ahead and watch Jordan Spieth start our downswing. What do we want to do? We want to move from right foot to left foot. Drive the knees and the hips laterally to the target. Unwind the core, fire the hands. Move the golf club from wherever we had it in the blue-yellow V zone. Move it back to red where it originated. That's exactly what we see here. Golf club's moved back onto plane. Now, this is important because the relationship between the lead form right now and the golf club, I refer to this as the backwards check mark. This simply means the club head right now is remaining above and behind his hands, coming into the ball. This is what's going to give us a lot of power in our golf shot. The other thing this does is it's returning the club to plane, as we've already noted, and this is the single main ingredient that's going to allow us to produce a straight golf shot. So he's coming into the ball, he's going to have power, and he's going to hit it straight based on where he's aimed, as long as the club face squares up via having a good grip. So those are the three things we need. You have to aim well, feet have to run parallel left of the target, club has to come down on plane in order to hit it straight based on that alignment, and then the club face has to square up to allow that all to come together. Let's watch how you do with your transition back into the ball here. So dropping your hands and arms, bringing the golf club back to plane. So basically, let me go one more frame. See, probably won't want that frame. Yep, let's go back one frame. Okay, so here's your lead form. Here's your club. Do you have your backwards check mark? Yes, you absolutely do. Creating power in your golf swing will not be an issue. Is your golf club returning back to plane? Yeah, it is. Hasn't fully returned back to plane like it did with Jordan Spieth, but we all don't have to look exactly the same coming into the golf ball, right? I mean, your club shaft theoretically, sure, okay, you know what? If it were a little bit shallower and, whoop, wrong picture, there we go, undo that, boom. You know, if the club shaft was a little bit shallower looking like that, okay, more ideal for sure, but again, you're coming into the ball real well. Let's go to the next frame. Let's follow the club head coming into the ball. Okay, so we'll mark the club head for you. Let's go to the next frame. Let's see if it falls on plane here. Boom, does. So you have the ability to hit a straight golf shot in accordance to your alignment because your club is descending and falling right onto beautiful plane and coming into the ball from a really, really good place. Okay? So just like Jordan Spieth, club fell onto plane here. Which frame for you would that be? Well, it'd be this one. Okay, so you're a hair off. But the rest of it tracks into the ball exactly just like Jordan here. And like I said, this is what produces straight golf shots in accordance to our alignment as long as the club face squares up via having a good grip. Okay? So, let's come into impact. What I'm really surprised about, I'm going to mark your head here. Really want to pay attention to your forehead and your chin. I am super surprised that your head doesn't pull up, out, and away from this box when you come into impact. Well, it does a little. Okay. Yeah, it has to. And the reason why it has to is because you're just too close to the ball. So you got to get out of the way for this club to move through. So your head, you don't come up, but you pull away. Okay? And that's just because you're too close. So now let's go ahead and look at impact. Yeah, I mean, you're going to hit this off the heel. Yeah. So low off the heel. Coming through. Let's get off our right heel. Perfect footwork through to the finish. So, I mean, just like I anticipated. I mean, you got a great looking golf swing. Your hands come back. They fire through. You coil. You uncoil. Great footwork. You get through to a finish. Alignment solid. Bringing the club down on plane, so you should be able to hit the ball straight in accordance to that alignment, as long as the club face squares up. But unfortunately, you've just positioned yourself so close to the ball at address here that you just have no freedom to pass through impact. You end up hitting the inside heel of the club, so that's not going to be great contact, and that's going to ruin all this great, beautiful athleticism you have. I want to see what the club face did as well. Yeah, it looked like it stayed in good position. Didn't over-release, didn't stay open, but you're just hitting the low inside heel of the club. Club face might be a little bit close. Looks like that ball's going a little bit left on you. But overall, great looking golf swing. You know what? Pretty simple stuff here. Back a little bit away from the ball and let her go. Okay? You're doing a great job. Anyways, I hope you had a fabulous day, and I hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. Take care.